which are good to, pretty impressive actually for as long as this expansion has been going on. In the maybe not so great category was wage growth. There basically wasn't any last month. Paychecks are up just under 3% since last September, the slowest that growth has been in more than a year, by the way. So we sent Marketplace's Mitchell Hartman to find out what that means for people in their economic day-to-day.
Carly Johnston and her husband have been pretty happy with how their paychecks have been growing until now. She's 40, a lawyer. He's in computers. They both work for Fortune 500 companies near Minneapolis. Last year, her husband got a promotion and a big raise, but
this year, his boss told him no raise at all because of what's happening in terms of tariffs and everything else. It's affecting their business.
Her company's also struggling, and she thinks she won't get a raise this year either. Stan DeWitt is used to not getting a raise. He's 56 and works as a music director at a nonprofit in Long Beach, California. His pay hasn't gone up since 2014, but health insurance premiums keep going up 12% a year.
The lack of cost of living adjustment means that it's just getting harder and harder to hang on, let alone getting ahead.
It can be hard to keep up even with decent pay hikes. Victor Ponce is 43 and works in IT security for Los Angeles County. He got a 2.5% raise this month and will get another 1% in January under a union contract.
No, we have NMAs building nothing, but at least it's something that helps.
Brian Mayfield is 35 and works in the renewable energy industry in Bend, Oregon. He's gotten a few promotions over the last 5 years and doubled his salary to about $80,000. This year,
The review process was great. All of the stars aligned. I was really excited. Kind of like picking out the next toy, imagining what the grade might be.
and he got 3.1%. In an economy with lots of openings and low unemployment, the best way to get a big raise is often to get a new job. I'm Mitchell Hartman for Marketplace.
One of the reasons the unemployment rate is so low, because 3.5% is crazy low, is that people are piling back into the workforce. In September, just a hair more than 80% of Americans 25 to 54 were working. That's the biggest chunk of that group since 2007. Marketplace's Erica Barris has more on that.
The growing number of Americans in the workforce is being driven disproportionately by women. In September, their participation rate rose to 74%, the highest since 2001. Kadika Chibber is program director of the California nonprofit Women Back to Work. She says it's tough for women who've left the workforce to return.
Because of the unconscious bias that's there, it is there towards somebody who's taken a break. So one has to be determined and focused in order to get back into the workforce.
Chibber knows that from experience. She left a career in marketing in 2012 so she could be with her 2 kids full time. Then after 5 years,
I updated my resume, I updated my LinkedIn profile, and I started applying to jobs online. I did not hear back, even from one company.
it took her a year to eventually find the job she has now. In April, Daniel Klin of Hartford, Connecticut, was laid off from his job as a physician's assistant, specializing in ophthalmology. He sent out about 75 resumes and only got a few calls back. It took him 6 months to find a job. He starts next week. So Klin says when he hears about the tight labor market,
I think for certain fields, yeah, you can go in and dictate your own salary and have people fall all over you.
that's what happened to Wesley Hammis of Glenview, Illinois. He never left the workforce when he decided to switch aerospace engineering jobs late last year. The recruiters came to him.
It was pretty similar with all the different job offers. They were struggling to find people, and so there were a lot of perks.
The only catch, he had to move away from Cincinnati, where he'd been working for years. I'm Erica Barris for Marketplace.
One more quick thing on jobs from yesterday's program. This one is we did an explainer on how the Bureau of Labor Statistics gets the employment data that it crunches and then publishes on the first Friday of every month, as it did this morning. I misidentified economist Tara Sinclair. She's at GW, George Washington University, not the other one with George in the name across town.